Okay, so today I'm looking at this juniper I have. I was told it's a Chinese juniper, not completely sure, but I bought it on the side of the road. There was a nice little guy that was he said he was traveling across the country and his truck broke down, so he's just selling his trees. He was on the side of the road in Rapid City, South Dakota, so yeah, so yeah, I mean, you don't see a guy selling bonsai on the street and not at least check it out. So I had to give it a look. Yeah, got this maybe $15. And it's pretty cheap. It was pretty cheap. The guy had probably 100, and he said they had a farm where they grew these. So I mean, yeah, it's just in this plastic pot. This is what it came in, and then I ended up buying 10 or 15 more of them when I saw how cheap they are actually online. So it's cool. But yeah. So gosh, I bought this one because I thought it looked neat. I've had it probably like a year. Oh, I got it 'cause it just looked kind of neat, but I mean, it's just really, really extreme. I don't know if you can really tell, but this main branch goes to about here and then cuts straight back this way. And there's another branch that goes from here and cuts off, and that's the one that the real cascading branch right there, or semi-cascade, I guess. So I mean, gosh, it's just you can tell it's supposed to be one of those really dramatic styles, but it's just the trunk down here is just so skinny that it looks kind of ridiculous to me. I think it's really ridiculous. I've considered cutting off the cascading branch and then having more of a flatter canopy, but then it still has that really wicked turn there. So I mean, it's so dense. I could pretty much do anything. You know, if I cut that off, then I could even cut that whole branch off there too, and then just have like a real simple structure for a while as it redevelops an apex and everything. Because I mean, there's just endless possibilities. You can see right there. If it'll focus, you can see right there all of these junctions. This one's here, then it goes there, and then cuts across. So I could pick one of these new, smaller. Let's see if it'll focus better. Pick one of these new, smaller buds coming out to use as a future apex. But that would be really risking it. That would be cutting off just so much. And I mean, I could kind of tie that upward a little bit to kind of convince it to just slowly start doing it and then slowly pick other buds in the future. But I'm not sure. I kept this little pad here. There was small growth going all the way up and it just looked totally like a mess. But I kept this thinking I could have another pad coming out to the side down here a little lower. I thought that would be nice, but still not really certain on that. Yeah, but gosh, this is so dense. I need to clean all that up. There's dead stuff that's just sitting in there. Gosh, it's so much. It's really, really dense in there. Yeah, so I'll probably for now just clean up all these interior buds and everything. Get them out of there. At least some of these that are growing right there at the all the connection and everything right there. Just where they're all doubling up, and then maybe trim it back a bit. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, so I got the scissors. I'm gonna try to get in there. Well, hold on. Okay, I went and I got my little tripod to make it a bit easier. So yeah, I'm trying to get in here to get a little bit of cleaner connections and everything. So yeah, there's all these crazy ones going, these crazy buds. Right in here, there's about 3 or 4. Gosh, there's so many. It's so vigorous. It's crazy. Okay. I don't know if I want anything there anyway. It's kind of hiding off all the stuff going on. But gosh, look at all of that. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, just right in the same spot, going the same way. 5, 6. Oh, there's a lot down there. So yeah, I might just take them all off, actually. Yeah, it would look weird having a branch going straight back. That's pretty inward. That's not a good direction at all. Take all of these off. And even going downward and everything. Not a good place to be. Alright, I don't want to pull on it too much. I'm already wiggling it around a lot. The roots are definitely strong enough. I'm not worried about tearing it up or anything that much because it's been in this pot for quite a while, so it should be developed enough to handle it. But let's see. Over here, this is the. Gosh, I don't know about all this. I might just take off the more underdeveloped ones and then leave the bigger branches because they're all crossing back and forth and everything. So come in here and get all these little ones at the front. Okay, so now I got this bigger branch. I'm just gonna cut it back a bit. Get some tighter growth on it. Take off any that are kind of just going inward. Okay. I want to get a little bit of separation between these other ones. There's some down here I'm gonna get. And I'm not sure, there's some weeping branches down here that are kind of hanging down underneath. You can see that down at the bottom. I don't know if I want those or not. I mean, it might be cool. I want to get more developed, but that'll just be so long. I don't know how the style of this tree will even be at that point. But I'll leave it. Why not? Okay, let's clean up quite a bit now. There's a mess right in there. We did have a really long branch coming out that hung way over the side, but I cut that off probably early spring, probably about February or so. That's spring for us down here. So I'd like to clean that up some. I don't really want this one growing out because that'll end up just mimicking what I cut off last time. So I'm gonna remove this one. Okay, now let's see. Got those. Don't look too bad, kind of getting long. I can trim it back, and then so that looks pretty decent. They're all subdivided actually really well. But this is kind of a weird junction. You can't really tell. You can see where I cut the top off, and then it just came out at a 90 degrees. So I might end up just cutting that back harder. I don't know. I'll at least try to clean it up a bit to help out. Let's see. And then that might end up cleaning itself up some in the future. Don't really like that. And I don't know how I feel about this little pad I left. I don't know, because it'll be so bare if I get rid of it. I mean, really just naked, but I don't know. Maybe plants like being naked, I don't know. Gosh, and then up here it's just such a mess. You can definitely see where the vigor was going. All these underneath, I'm not really liking these, especially on this branch. I don't really like this branch in general, but it's where all the vigor is, so I kind of feel I need to leave most of it at least. So cut that. Okay, there we go. Cleaned it up. Should I take these? Yeah, because it doesn't really make sense to have all of these underneath. It's just not very natural for a mature tree, at least. And then all these underneath here just look kind of crazy. Um, hmm. Maybe I'll just let's look at the back. Look at the back. Well, I need to repot it and stand it up a bit because it's kind of just a mess at the moment. It's leaning way far back. Oh, this is a pretty nice branch the way it does that. But I want to get it back so it'll, yeah, I don't know, it curls back in. I don't really know if it is a nice branch. Not really, actually. Look kind of cool, but it's not very nice. Okay, so over here. Definitely gonna take these ends off so we can get more. Oh, well, that's a nice structure going. You know, it subdivides out pretty nice. What about over here? Just, yeah, and also a loose trim everywhere really fast. Let's take a look. Yeah, so it's got kind of a wiggle in it over here where it's a little high. That better. Still got a high spot about here. Right there, okay. Yeah, that's a nice smooth. I think that'll look good in the future. Because it'll definitely grow here really fast because it's really dense right here. So, yeah, it might give us a nice smooth slope to it. And we kind of work a whole canopy as this gets more round and then it slopes down. That might be pretty neat. Might be pretty neat. Probably not very traditional, but pretty neat at least. Oh, but it's still very vigorous back here on the back, so I need to cut that some. Just get it sloping backward a bit too. Might be all I do for right now. Just because I'm just so unsure about this whole tree. It's kind of weird. Not a style I would have picked if I was growing it, but I guess I just probably, you know, they're going for just anybody that just wants a cool looking tree, you know. They're not really going for traditional bonsai. They're trying to sell. So yeah, they're just making cool designs that people will see and be like, well, that's cool. I want one of those more than a bonsai for the sake of bonsai. So we'll see how this kind of develops into the summer. Yeah, I do think this will look. Oh, gosh, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But, oh well. Yeah. Oh well. I think that's all for now. I'm just gonna. I'll give it a bit of a wet down spray bottle. Yeah, but I think it's gonna rain in a minute anyway, so that might have been a complete waste. A little bit for the ficus speck behind it. Yeah, that might have been a complete waste because I think it's about to rain. But yeah, hopefully it'll start developing better. I kind of think I should have done more to this. Yeah, I'm taking off the upper one. Definitely don't like it. Oh, now it just looks. Oh gosh. Oh well. Oh well. That's all for now. Just gonna let it grow, let it develop, because I need a better trunk. There's no taper at all. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a good day.